Broadcast, Honorable Jeremiah Kioni, the Secretary General of Jubilee Party. And Mheshimiwa, before we even get to, unpack the Kioni ruling that speaks to the question of integrity, Kenyans want to know, or I want to know, whether then I have the legal, moral, political authority and standing to declare you the Secretary General of Jubilee Party. Why I'm asking this is that you mentioned the Hansard, and it got me going to the Hansard to check on the likes of Honorable Sabina Chege to see whether they still continue to hold their offices as Jubilee Party candidates, or perhaps Jubilee Party, members of Parliament. And true to it, the Hansard speaks of Sabina Chege as the Jubilee Party representative of Murang'a. What do you make of this? Could you confidently look at the people of Kenya today and tell them that perhaps we no longer have the battles and squabbles within the Jubilee Party, and that perhaps this conversation of factionalism is neither here or there?
The court pronounced itself in the month of September last year.
Mm-hmm.
And put the matter to rest.
Mm-hmm. Just how restful is it when we still have members of Parliament?
It is again the issue of integrity.
Right.
If the Speaker of the National Assembly would continue recognizing individuals who have been declared otherwise by the courts, there again goes to the question of the character of the persons holding those offices.
Right.
If you as a member of Parliament would want to continue lying to Kenyans, stating issues that are no longer factual and were never factual even in the first place. Again, an issue of integrity. And those are the issues that should come when you are being considered for any other office going forward.
What would have been the noble approach to this?
Let me tell you, I mean, once a court judgment has come out,
step down as
the sensible thing is for you to be conscious of that order and do as directed by the court. Outside that, you become contentious of court. But until somebody goes to court, you can continue,
Have you gone to court?
Would you want to spend all your time running after people who are of dubious character?
Okay.
I would rather that the time will come when that will be put before any panel that would want to consider whichever individual you want to bring on board, and question the character of that, the integrity of that person as provided for under article, under chapter 6. And that's what Kioni is saying. There is a major misconception that a person is said to lack integrity only when he or she is convicted or thought of, all that. He is saying this issue of thinking that the fact that you are not convicted, you now become a person of integrity. Those are issues that you cannot, they cannot continue being washed under the carpet anymore in this country. And for as long as we remain blind to that side of the divide or that side of the provisions of our constitution, then we will continue having the kind of governance structure that outcome or systems that we have. And Wetang'ula is not a person, or the Speaker of the National Assembly is not go down in history as a person who has a lot of respect for court orders, and especially since he became the Speaker of the National Assembly. Remember, even as we engage on this debate, the courts again have gone forward to say that the position of the majority leader on the floor, it's not any other than the person who is in Azimio.
Right.
But he is still trying to go around, and he has no order, he has not obeyed the court order. Again, those are issues that now talk about the integrity of the person.
Before we even point fingers further.
I'm just trying to tell you that a time will come when these things will now follow you as an individual.
Okay.
For now, you can hide under the cover of an office or a system that is not careful about the provision of our constitution. But a time will come when you, as an individual, may want to seek, like they are now looking to become officials of IEBC.
Okay.
And that you'll be faced with all those facts. But again, it is also a question of who are those who are asking you those questions. Okay. Are they themselves in a position to stand for what our constitution stands for, or are they also compromised?
With this kind of knowledge, Mheshimiwa, as the Secretary General of Jubilee Party, would you think you have done justice by letting this slide, acknowledging what the constitution dictates, and your
we have done what we should have done, gone to court and proven what is right and what is wrong.
Right.
A judgment is out there for people to read. If you do not lead, again, you cannot hold me responsible.
But what do you mean when you say you would rather let it go until when it's time?
For your inability to look at the court judgment. It's available to be used against those who don't think it makes any sense when time comes. And I can tell you that some of these things, and like now, for example, if you have confidence with the panel picking, not just IEBC,